Hi guys. First of all, I know many of you were failed in today's exam, and those of you especially who qualified in exams, congratulations to each and every one of you. And coming to the one who could not succeed in today's results, okay, you must watch this video till the end. And not only the people who failed in today's result, even if somebody who is awaiting to give an attempt in the May 24 exams, please kindly watch this video. This will really help you a lot to plan your this 3.5 months time. Of course, we are having 3.5 months for the May exams. I don't know, schedule has been a tentative schedule, is it announced or not? Mostly the dates will be similar. May 2nd onwards it will start, or 1st or 2nd onwards it will start. So we productively, I mean, if at all we accurately speaking, like Feb, March, April, and this month, almost we are at 9th. Half a month is gone almost, I can say, because next coming week is all about festivals. So 3.5 months time we have. Technically speaking, we have only 90 days. More clearly speaking, in a day you can only spend 10 hours productivity. I only believe in productivity. I don't believe in just sitting for 16 hours, 20 hours in a day. I believe in productive hours. So you're typically speaking, you have 900 hours in hand for the May exams. Fine. In this video, let me give you a bird's eye view of what I'm going to cover. I'm going to talk about paper pattern. I'm going to talk about exemptions, carry forward, and conversion, but that is my second priority in this video. My first priority in this video is these 5 points. And I sincerely request you, please watch this video at standard speed. Do not watch it at higher playback speed. I don't know how many of you have already selected 1.5 to 2 playback speed. Have patience in life, man. Have patience in life. We always think of shortcuts in life. That is one of the major reasons why many fail. See, again, let me be very clear with you. Just because you failed, I am not saying you did something wrong. Sometimes some students, even though the process which they followed is very, technically correct, everything is correct, sometimes, they fail. Some students, or anybody in every aspect of life, even though if their process is wrong, they may succeed in life. But remember, these kinds of cases are very minor percentage. Out of 100, 1% are the people who are having luck. Another 1% are the one who will have bad luck. Those who are lucky, they deserve to fail, but they succeed. Those who are bad luck, they deserve to succeed, but they fail. That's what exactly I can say. Rest 98% of the people, I'm telling you, they deserve what they get. 98% of the people, they deserve what they get. Today you failed. Example, some of you, whoever is watching this video, some of you might have failed. Just question wholeheartedly, sincerely question yourself. Have you done proper work? Before you feel bad about this result, before you, like, I know some of you were emotionally down. Some of you were like, might think like, will I succeed in life at all? Like, especially I get today some messages where the student have been writing from more than 10 attempts, getting it. So what is the hope? Like, what should I do? Should I stick to this career, or the plenty of questions that revolves in your mind, obviously, getting it. Obviously 11 attempts, 12 attempts means your age might have been 23 to 24 or 22 to 23, probably, especially CA inter student. If it is CA final, it would have been 25, 26 minimum age. There are some students who are more than of my age, getting it. So, like, a kind of guilt which they face is the society includes friends, family, relative, everybody, getting it. Some sort of guilt they carry continuously in their life. Fine. So what you should do ultimately in order to succeed? Believe in right process. Fine. Let me tell you this one story. I think you will connect more with me. Restart everything from scratch. I always feel education is like a kitchen. Kitchen at home, right? Kitchen where we cook. Subject learning is like a dish. It's a dish. It's making a dish. Tell me, if at all in a kitchen, suddenly we pour some extra salt. Can we compensate it by adding some extra chili powder? Obviously no. So the curry or whatever that you're cooking becomes extremely either spicy or either salty, some sort of thing. Same way, what I notice in many students is, like today itself, I would have got many inquiries regarding my faster classes for audit. At CA Inter, they're asking, sir, do you have faster class for audit? At CA Final, do you have faster class for audit? You know what? I followed one principle which have revolutionarily changed the way we do the business. From the day one, you see this rest. I don't know how many of you know about our institutes, rest of a CSCMA, or even if you know about me, my audit classes. I deal with audit at CA Final and CA Inter. Listen to this. Even if you think that I'm doing marketing, I don't mind. Obviously, at the end of the day, your point of interest and my point of interest, we have a common interest, is to succeed in life. What do you mean by success in life? Tell me. Honestly, let us speak facts. What is the success in life? Earning money. Majority of us, I am from a very lower middle class background, and many of the viewers who are watching this video were also probably from lower middle class background. Very few percentage of the people are from rich and affluent background. Majority are from middle class or lower middle class background. Obviously, the motivational factor for us is to succeed financially in the life. Getting it? So, as a person who is running a coaching institute, I always want to sell my product. But believe me, I have some ethics. I want to sell the product, no doubt about it. But beyond that, what is most important is you should get something out of what we are doing. Getting the point? Whether you buy course or not, that's a secondary thing. What you are doing, you must have one clarity. You must have a clarity on what you are exactly doing. Are you doing things rightly or wrong? You must have clarity. As I already told, 2% out of 100 were either affected with luck or bad luck. Rest 98%, their result is determined by their process already. Very like 1% or 2%, even if the process is wrong, they sometimes qualify. Getting it? But 98% cases, if the process is wrong, the result will be fail. It may be any aspect of life. It may be exams, it may be career, it may be whatever. Getting it? If the process is wrong, they definitely fail. 98% cases. So what is most important is believe in the right process. Result will naturally follow. Getting it? Fine. What we did, I'll tell you honestly. Right from when we started Sreshta, you know very well. I don't know how many of you know about us, or how many of you have inquired about our audit classes or even our full CA Inter classes. We never offer fast track class. We don't have crash courses. You see, Sreshta app, you open, or website you open, you don't find any crash course or fast track course. You don't find at all. Why? Because I don't believe in them. And even you don't find test series. We don't offer test series. Today, the kind of reach we have, there are many big test series, brands, they want to associate with us and offer us some commission. We just have to keep the test series in our website. That's enough. They pay us commission for every enrollment. But we don't do that. Because we strictly do not believe in test series concept. I'll come to each and every aspect. Whatever I wrote here, I'll come to each and every aspect and I'll guide you so that you can plan on your own. You need not even take coaching anywhere. Believe me, you don't require coaching. CA is a course which is made for self-learning. Why institute gave so detailed materials? Why? What is the reason? Because they want you to learn on your own. There is no specific agenda. Getting it? CA is the best course. CA is the only course I can say where self-learning is the best mode of learning. I can proudly tell I did self-preparation predominantly in my entire CA career. And that's the reason I have so much of clarity on whatever I speak. Even if you look at my audit subject, you will understand the kind of clarity which I have. Because I am proudly a guy from self-preparation background. If you ask me, sir, whether to take class from Sreshta is best or to prepare on own is best, I always tell prepare on own, that's best. Self-preparation is always best. Nobody can deny that. That's best mode of preparation. And yeah, coming to this point. So I'm asking you to restart everything from scratch. Like if in a kitchen, when you're cooking some dish, if something went wrong, how you repair it? Adding some chili powder, adding some salt, adding something else. Do you think a proper dish comes out? What are you doing now? You prepared something now. You wrote exam recently and you failed. What you're asking me? You're asking me some extra salt and extra pepper or extra some chili powder or garlic paste, whatever. You're asking some extra. Fast track is, I feel like if a student is asking fast track course, he don't want to learn things properly. Simply, I'll take some fast track course, I'll listen something, I'll get something out of it, I'll go and write next exam. Doing the same mistake again. We don't want a student to commit such a kind of mistake. That's why first we restrict ourselves to sell those kinds of courses. Quick learning courses, faster course, crash courses, or quick learning courses. Some institutes even sell chapter wise, which is not at all correct. Okay, I'll tell you, please stick to this. Another 15-20 minutes, I'll close this video. Okay, you are going to learn a beautiful lesson out of this video for sure. It will change your way of thinking towards not only CA exams, but towards your life for sure. So we restricted ourselves from selling all these courses. So much of business we would have lost because of not giving fast track or because of not giving, crash courses or test series. But you know what? At the cost of losing this, what we built, biggest trust in the market. Today, in many students, there is a talk. You can ask your, juniors or whoever it is or seniors. The kind of talk that we built is like a student. No, I heard a student is saying, like a student sent me a screenshot. Sir, my friend told me, just blindly go, take rest of course, start from scratch, start from watching fundamentals of accounting, fundamentals of auditing, fundamentals video. Ignore that you know everything. Ignore that you know something. Just learn from the scratch. You will see a remarkable change, and that student today qualified. Getting the point? We want that kind. We want our student, whoever is coming this, we want him to start everything from scratch. Even if you don't want to join for paid coaching with us, it's okay, leave it. You start from scratch. Take ICI book. Start reading from the page number 1. Start reading, analyze it, understand it. Many students think that conceptual learning means understanding sentences. No. For understanding sentence, anybody can understand. But the context is important. Under which context you are learning it, that is important. So it is not just conceptual learning, it is contextual learning. Getting the point? So context based learning, that is when you are learning conceptual. If you are just translating that meaning, but you are not understanding how it is having implications in the overall subject, there is no point of learning. You are not learning conceptual, you are just learning then and there. You are not understanding its impact on the whole subject. I want you to learn conceptually. Start from the page 1. Read everything. Don't go for shortcuts like taking a fast track course, taking a crash course, watching revision classes on YouTube. Of course they help, but that is not the only thing which will help. Today some students message me, sir, I watched your revision class and qualified. To few of them I replied, you will qualify because you already had so much of learning. My revision class would have helped you like to connect everything. But based on revision, you will never qualify. Obviously, based on revision, you will never qualify. Obviously, based on just a marathon class that is available on YouTube, you cannot qualify. There is a lot of work that you have already put on. And in addition to that, this marathon or this revision class might help you. Getting it? Fine. So let's cover one by one point. So if at all you are repeatedly failing, even if you failed one time, believe in this process. Start everything from scratch. Take ICI books. Getting it? If at all you can do self-preparation. If at all you are not confident, sir, no sir, I don't want to risk with the self-preparation. I know self-preparation is something best preparation. As you said, I agree. But I don't want to risk it. Then take coaching class. I mean, again, not even coaching. First think of yourself. Do you have real conceptual clarity? Again, I told you, conceptual clarity means it's not about understanding sentences. It's about understanding the concept, context. If you learn something, how it is having impact on the overall subject. If you learn a particular accounting standard, how that standard has an impact on the presentation in the financial statements. That's when you're learning it. What is revenue recognition principle? How it impacts revenue recognition of various business entities. Company law is an administrative law. You know that? If someone asks you what is the difference between company law and income tax, what will you tell? Income tax is an income tax. Companies Act is a Companies Act. Companies Act is applicable for companies. Income tax applicable. Income tax is a income tax where we collect tax. What is that? Income tax is a revenue law. The law is designed to collect revenue for the government. Company law is an administrative law to regulate companies. The objective is different. Government implemented company law, Companies Act, not for getting revenue. Understand? It is to regulate companies, because companies are the one dealing with huge lakhs of investors' wealth. So there must be some government, the government must take responsibility to protect public interest, and that's why the Companies Act is, brought. It's an administrative law. How many of you know this? How many of you even ever thought about this? What is Companies Act? What is Income Tax Act? What's the difference between these two? How many of you thought about this? Very few. I can say confidently, I can tell very few. Some students right now, whoever is watching, probably now might be discovering this. Correct? Na? This is what conceptual learning means. If you learn conceptually like this, I'm telling you, the way you read the subject, the way you remember the subject, students, they ask me, sir, how to remember? I'm forgetting continuously. No need to remember. Why are you trying to remember? Understand it. If you are unable to understand, then it's a problem. Try to understand, try to analyze better. Getting the point? Analyze. The more you analyze, the better you understand. And remember, remembering is a byproduct of understanding. Memory is a byproduct of understanding. Getting it? So the only way, the best way to get complete command on the subject conceptually, so that you can answer any kind of question, is start everything from scratch. Learn everything from scratch again. I know you might have done with some 3 attempts or 4 attempts or 1 attempt, 2 attempts or 10 attempts, doesn't matter. Whatever the knowledge you have gained until today, it didn't help you, right? It didn't help you to succeed, right? So at least do what I say now. At least if you have trust on me, if you believe in my words, just start from scratch today onwards everything. Now immediately you'll have it out. Sir, now coming May exams, no, I have, as you said, there are totally 900 hours of time. So should I go with both the groups or single group? First, I always recommend you to take one group. First, take one group. Group 1 or 2 is your choice. Take one group. 3 subjects it has. CA Inter or CA Final, 3 subjects it has. Self-paced modules for that, that's a different story. I'll talk later on. I'll talk about self-paced modules for CA Final in a separate video altogether. Getting it? Take one group. 3 subjects. Finish thoroughly. By the way, when you are reading these subjects, first aim to complete 2/3 syllabus of every subject. 2/3 syllabus of every subject. The paper is for 120 marks. The paper pattern will be same. Like I told you, right? I'll speak on paper pattern in the new scheme. The paper pattern in the new scheme is going to be same. 30 marks MCQ, 70 marks descriptive. In all the papers, it's not just 1 or 2. In all the papers, 30 marks. 30 marks is MCQ, 70 marks descriptive. Actually, with the choice, 90 marks descriptive. So you are already having 20 marks choice. Ideally today many students sent a specific message that, sir, I attempted in audit for 80 and I got 62. Sir, I attempted in audit for 75, I got 57. A student is attempting for 75 marks, 80 marks and getting 60 plus marks. How come? Perfection. What is it? Perfection is most important. If you are perfectly presenting it, even if you attempt for 70 marks, you can score 60. In my CA final, I attempted auditing for 65 and I got 59. Believe me. You believe it or not, I don't care. But this is genuine. I mean it. I'm sincerely telling you. If I attempted only for 65, sir, why not for remaining? I don't know, man. I studied only 2/3 syllabus. And within the 2/3 syllabus, I have attempted for 65 to 70 marks and I got 59. Most of the papers in my CA final, I attempted for 70 to 75 marks and I end up scoring 50 plus in almost all the papers. In order to qualify, you need not write for 100 marks. Even if you write for 70 to 80 marks perfectly, there is a high possibility of getting exemption. It's all about how perfectly you write. So first what you have to do, every subject you take, suppose if you're a CA final student, take FR. Identify some 2 to 3 topics which takes approximately 50 hours of time in preparation. It may be through coaching, like classes itself, it takes 50 hours or 30 to 50 hours or 30 to 50 hours and preparation takes another 30 to 50 hours. So simply speaking, 30 to 50 hours for coaching or maybe for preparation. Getting it? For me, coaching itself is a way of preparation. Once you complete coaching, whatever you do next is actually revision. Coaching means what? You are trying to learn something which you don't know. So once you learn everything, after that what you do is called revision. I don't know, like I feel very surprising that students, sir, after completing coaching, I need to start preparation, sir. Getting it? It's not, you are not, you already prepared. You need to revise thoroughly. Getting it? And revision is an art. You know what is revision? According to our people, like many students, revision is something which they do after they forget everything. By the time they come for first revision, they do forget everything, whatever they studied earlier. Now they again sit and reread again everything slowly. Revision is not something we do after we forget everything. Revision is something that we do while we still remember everything. While we still remember everything, in order not to forget, we do revision. Revision is not to forget. Remember, after forgetting everything, whatever you read and studied, now if you do revision, it will take a lot of time. So you know what? I have discovered a technique called cumulative revision. It's not I discovered. It's already there. I named it as cumulative revision, which is a very powerful revision mantra, which is a very powerful revision technique. What is cumulative revision? At the end of this video, I will attach a separate video. You just watch that. Many students might think cumulative revision takes time. No, not at all. It will not take time. If you properly studied and first time when you're revising, it will take very, very lesser time. And if you again come back and revise, it will take way lesser than that. As a whole, by the time you complete entire syllabus, you might have already completed revision also. Revision is not something you do after finishing everything, after studying everything and then starting revision. No, revision is something by the time you complete entire syllabus preparation, simultaneously you should revise. That's called cumulative revision. Cumulative, I can also call it as concurrent revision. Let us give a word. Cumulative concurrent revision. While you are studying itself, you should revise. That's when it is very, very powerful. You need not separately sit and do revision except day before exam. Maybe for the purpose of mock test. Getting it? So start everything from scratch. Believe me, this will work for everybody. In fact, today we built so much of reputation regarding our classes because we didn't offer substandard product. We only offered a very quality product. Only a quality product is what witnessed by everybody in the market. And that's how we got this much name and fame without any paid promotion. Only these YouTube videos, the guidance videos, the marathons, this is what helping us to grow. Nothing else. Getting it? That's a revolutionary thing. It's a revolutionary thing. Start from scratch. You will do the best, I'm telling you. And strictly do not join any test series. No, not at all. Like some students, they ask me, sir, if I study, no, 3 days I will study, sir, and I want to know, did I learn properly or not? So I want to write a test. Like, tell me honestly, you want to know whether you learned properly or not by writing a test? Don't your mind or conscience says it? Your mind says no, whether you learned it or not, you understood it or not, your mind can answer, right? Why are you running behind test results? Like, in order to get a driving license, driving test will be conducted. Driving test is conducted not for practicing, correct? Driving test is conducted whether you know driving or not. So test series, see, that's why mock test is something which I always believe. Mock test is super concept. That really helps you. Whereas chapter wise test series, 20% syllabus exam, 30% syllabus exam, 5 chapters test exam, that is not something, it appears very easy. You know what happens in many cases when students join for test series or revision exams? Ask any of your senior, ask any of your junior, ask your friends, whoever joined for test series, ask them. They will give you one schedule. Very good. Day 1, this student will start with lots of enthusiasm. Okay, he will prepare 70% of the test number 1 concerned syllabus. Whatever test number 1 concerned syllabus is there, 70% he'll prepare within the time. 30% he'll leave anyhow, because the kind of syllabus, majority of the test series centers, whoever is conducting exams, they don't understand, first of all, how much time a syllabus takes. Some students, for some syllabus, they take 40 hours time. Some students may take 70 hours for that. Now, for both of you, I am giving the same date as exam, test exam, revision exam, or test series exam, whatever the test. Getting it? And one student who could finish fast, for him, this might be useful. For student who could not finish fast, this will not be useful. Why? He left 30% syllabus. What this fellow thinks, it's okay, 30% okay, 70% I studied, no, within this target, 70% I studied, no. Let me go and write. After next week exam is there, no? Within that time I will cover balance 30%. But the problem is that next week also he will cover 70% only. So that 30% he left, this 30% he left. Third week also he will go and write. And by the end of third or fourth week, which means by the end of 1 month, he realizes that every exam I'm leaving 30%, 40% syllabus. Somehow I'm not able to finish this test series. I think it is not suitable for me. And what he will do, he will leave it. And he will again prepare his own schedule. And by then, he already wasted 1 month time. Okay. So he is left with only 2 months. Suddenly, he will be shivering. Only 2 months were there, hardly have completed, not even 10 to 20% of the overall syllabus. What should I do? Originally, he's having an idea of writing 2 groups. Now he'll drop that idea. He'll come to 1 group. Getting the point? Now he will start afresh again, that particular group. Is this what happened with you or with your friends, whoever have joined for test series and revision exams? Just cross-verify with them. Just show them this video. They'll tell you whether am I right or not. Am I right or not? Whether I'm right or not, they will tell you. Getting it? Ask your seniors, ask your juniors, whoever have joined for test series. Test series is a bogus concept. I'm telling you, people are running this because it's a very profitable business. Of course, coaching is also a profitable business. Okay, why? With the resources today we have, with the name and fame today's Resta has, we have. Getting it? We can easily launch a test series and promote, and we can have another additional product, right? Why are we not doing it? I told you, for me, money is important, but money only is not important. Today, I can proudly say, we do not have any negative talk. Okay, we have a very good amount of goodwill among students. No negativity. Only because we genuinely delivered whatever we promised. We genuinely delivered right things. Getting it? If at all we started conducting test series, within 3 months, I'm telling you, some students will have a negativity. I don't want even 10 to 20% students feeling negative about race or caramharsha. Getting it? So test series is not correct at all, because test series is very static. This test series is useful only for some 3 to 5% of the students. 95% of the students test series is not at all useful. You can ask your seniors why you need not even believe my words. Ask your seniors. Don't ask them, have you paid test series? Ask them, have you paid test series and attempted each and every test conducted by them till the entire schedule is over? 95% of the students says no. They don't even attempt 50% of the tests which are conducted by test series schedule. They don't, because it is not possible. Because the test series is designed keeping in mind one person object, one person, not keeping in mind the entire students. That schedule may not be suitable for everybody. You may take for consolidation some 30 hours to prepare. Another student can prepare consolidation topic in 10 hours. And that students will take 20 hours to prepare amalgamation. And you take only 10 hours for amalgamation. Consolidation is tested in week number 1. Amalgamation is tested in week number 2. So one student will perform in one test, another student will perform better in another test. And both the students are losing one chapter in every test. I hope you understood my example. Whether you are a CA student or final student, I'm telling you this example so that both of you can understand. Correct? So no, stick to no to test series. I think don't even follow it. But mock test conducted by ICA, this is very important. By the time ICA releases mock test, you must have completed at least 60% of the syllabus. Mock test papers will be released in the month of March and April. 2 papers will be released. Probably, I think April beginning only. I think so. March end or April beginning. By then, you must have completed 60% to 70% syllabus. And again, I'm telling you, 2/3 of each subject only you target at first. So take some audit, example CA inter audit or CA final. Take audit. You have some 15 chapters. Some 3 to 4 chapters you select. Keep it pending. Remaining 10 to 11 chapters, become the best. Put additional effort. Read thoroughly, sincerely. Then go to another subject. Same. 3 to 4 chapters, keep it pending. Remaining, you become the best. Go to another subject. Ignore some topics. Remaining topics. Majority of the remaining topics, study 100%. Don't do ABC analysis. ABC analysis, again, a big failure. What is happening in the recent past 5-6 attempts? Many are saying C category questions are tested. It's not C category or B category or A category. Today, Institute is testing holistically. In fact, I am somewhat happy to say that When we were writing exams, the papers were very easy. Today, the papers were very tough. Today, from the past 3 years or 3.5 years, I can say 2019 after onwards, ICI exam standards have increased a lot. It may be CA intro, it may be CA final. The standards have increased a lot. You know what? In my CA final, I studied audit for just 1 week and qualified. If at all I am in this moment, I would have at least, I need at least some 8 to 9 days or at least 10 days maximum to study audit and qualify. Fresh, from the scratch, I'm telling you, from the scratch. So right from the scratch, if I have to start, it may take at least 10 to 12 days minimum for me. I'm little speed in terms of learning because I'm very focused. Whatever the thing I do, I'm very focused towards it. Getting it? Next. And always, whenever you're losing your, the road, whenever you're deviating from the studies, keep remembering your goal. And what are the consequences if you deviate? The consequences are very simple. You are going to, there are a lot who are hoping for you to be successful. One, like your parents, your siblings, your close friends or relatives. Getting the point? Especially your parents and siblings who are dependent on you, who are aiming for you to be very successful so that the family direction can be changed. You are the only one who can change your family direction. Remember, I have changed my family direction. I have, I just came out of that lower middle class background. Right now, probably I may not be super rich. Yeah, but I'm rich. Getting it? So come out of that. You are the only one who can change your family destination, family direction. Remember, every day you waste, it's not about, I can say it's not about wasting time. It's not wasting. You're wasting their emotions. Simple. You're not wasting time. You're not wasting your attempt. You're wasting their emotions. Every attempt you delay, you are delaying your parents' happiness by 6 months. You are delaying. Getting it? So you may feel like one attempt gone, it's okay, fine, next attempt I'll focus. But 6 months, your father or mother have to work with the same, pressure. Fine, my son will qualify in the next attempt. Fine, once he qualifies C and will go to final, maybe another 2 years, I think I can take little amount of relaxation. Your father is waiting for you for that relaxation in his mind. You don't want to enjoy with your money. I'm telling you, you don't need also. Your mother don't need. Even if you give plenty of amount to your mother or father, what they're going to do is at max, they're going to save it and invest in some property. And somehow they secure your life. You are wasting their emotions. They're carrying the pressure. Remember. So remember always about this. Whenever you're wasting your time, whenever you're wasting an attempt, remember you're not wasting just your time and your emotions. You are wasting your dependence emotion. Keep remember always. Every day when you feel like, but today I'm not feeling studying, like I'm not getting that enthusiasm. Remember this. Somehow make your parents proud. Somehow make your siblings proud. Somehow make your family to look up. Getting the point? To be looked up by everybody else. You know very well, right? How many have like underestimated you or your family? How many have not given you a proper importance, your family proper importance? You become a chartered accountant. Everybody will turn around you. Definitely. Not because you are super rich or rich, but you are going to become rich. Getting it? Believe in right process. Always. I always tell this. Very, 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 very extremely rare cases only right process may bring failure, but 98% of the cases, if you are following the right process, the result will follow. Don't go for fast track. Don't go for crash courses. Learn everything from scratch, and believe me, the success rate is substantially higher. See, always, if you ask me, I always look from success rate point of view. I don't say that fast track if you take you fail, crash course you take you fail. No, I'm not saying that. Where the success rate will be higher. If you start from scratch, success rate will be higher. If you have confidence on yourself, prepare self, do self preparation. If you're not that confident, take coaching from the institute who really guides you, who can guide you. Coaching institute who can really give you. So many students ask us fast track and crash. We don't give. We don't have, first of all, we don't even record. We have time, but we don't do that. We don't give what students want. We give what students need. We work for students' needs, not for students' wants. Getting the point? What is right, we work. And we expect you also to work along with us. Today, I'm telling you, many faculties, reputed faculties. Getting it? We are all working more than 10 hours in a day. Believe me. We are asking you to study for 8 to 10 hours, but we are working 10 to 12 hours every day. Why? This video right of 35 minutes it took. You know how much amount of energy it drains for us? It's not that easy, man. Recording is not that easy. I'm having before me 60-watt light directly facing my eyes. Getting it? It's not easy. Teaching is not easy. Getting it? But we are passionate. When we are working so passionately for your success, why can't you work? Getting it? Next. And coming to this point, I don't know how many of you are watching this video until now at higher playback speed. That's what. Have patience in life. Why you are hurrying up? Why you want to finish this video within 15-20 minutes? Why you want to watch at 2 times playback speed and finish? You know what is happening? Just right now, if at all you're watching at higher playback speed, just reselect it to standard playback speed, normal playback speed, and start listening for next 5 minutes or previous 5 minutes. You completed, right, until now watching. Just go back to previous 5 minutes and once again watch at standard speed. Earlier, when you're watching at higher playback speed, you listened to my words, but not my emotion. You were not connected to me. You were just listening to the words. You're not able to absorb it the way I want you to absorb. See, simple. Whenever we watch something, there is an energy transmission that is happening. Energy transmission happens when we both are at similar wavelengths. When you're watching at a higher playback speed, your wavelength will definitely do not match my wavelength. You know, some students know face-to-face classes, they'll be very effective, sir. Why it is effective? You can't play back it. You can't watch it at higher playback speed. No, you at face-to-face, you watch me at the standard speed. That's why you feel it is very effective. But when it comes to YouTube or when it comes to online class, you are watching at higher playback speed. What is your objective of watching the class? To finish it? Why are you hurrying up to finish it off? Don't finish the class. Watch the class and learn something. Your objective of listening to the class is listen and learn something out of it, not to finish it. Watching at standard speed the videos on YouTube, some students, marathons also they watch at 2 times playback speed. I'm telling you, you ask your friend who watched 2 times playback speed marathon, ask him a question on that. He will once again open that video. Why? You're not absorbing, man. You're just listening the words. You're not absorbing the content. What is important is absorption of the content is important. You see the intensity at which I'm speaking. You see the emotions which I'm conveying. If you watch at standard speed, then only I will be able to connect with you much more stronger. If you watch at higher playback speed, you feel like a cartoon. You don't feel that emotion. The emotion will never transmits to you. Able to understand? If at all we can finish this video within 15 minutes, I would have kept it within 15 minutes, right? Why the hell I take 37-40 minutes? If I can convey this entire video content in 20 minutes, why the hell I spend 40 minutes? I would have taken 20 minutes and conveyed you, right? And the 40 minutes video you're trying to watch within 20 minutes or 25 minutes. That is something wrong. Watch at standard speed. This is something which nobody tells you. These are the very, very fundamental mistakes that you are doing, which nobody highlights. In fact, I feel very worried. Some faculties are suggesting watch at 2 times speed. What is your objective, man? Your objective is to finish the class or to learn something out of it, to connect with the subject emotionally, connect with the subject. You see my audit class, how beautifully I craft the subject, how beautifully I explain it. Only reason is because I neatly, pleasantly read the subject and convey you. Getting the point? If I hurry it up, I'll never get emotional connection. Connect emotionally to whatever you're doing. I'm telling you. Getting the point? Again, don't say that. So don't be so emotional fool. I'm not. Emotion. There are 2 types of emotions. I'm asking you to, from learning point of view, emotion. Getting it? And now let's discuss the exam strategy. Okay, what you need to do. I think I have spoken about exam strategy predominantly in this. Mostly, I think I have covered 2/3 strategy, cumulative revision strategy, concurrent revision strategy. I think I've covered all this. Getting it? Paper pattern also, I think I have answered you. Exemptions and carry forward. I will attach a video at the end of this video, or when you're watching the video, at the top, you will get some eye kind of dot. Okay, yeah, that's called card. In YouTube, we call it as cards. Okay, just click on that. You will find carry forward, or else you open my YouTube channel. Okay, you open my playlist caramharsha YouTube channel. Just open the playlist. Okay, now there is a video on new scheme clarifications. You see this playlist? New scheme clarifications 2023. You open this playlist. Here 3 videos were there. These 3 videos 99% answers most of your questions regarding conversion, regarding self-paced modules, regarding exemptions carry forward, most of it. But still, I am going to do a thorough research on this once again. After 1 week, probably in the by January 20 before, I will give audio bites. Getting it? Many, or I mean, video bites. Okay, some 5 minutes videos, 3 minutes videos. Getting it? Where I will clarify crystal clear. Don't worry about all that. First of all, they're all technical things. Don't worry about that. Don't run behind those questions. First of all, first start preparing, man. Start preparation. Convert into new scheme and start preparation. Why are you worried about that a subject applicable to this subject? Okay, if you have a doubt about that subject applicability, keep that pending. Another subject, you know that it's applicable, right? Start studying that first. Things will be answered, man. You have 1.5 month time to apply for exam. You have time to apply for exam up to almost like February mid or February end. Okay, until then you are having time to apply for exam. Nobody is going to push you to apply for exam tomorrow morning itself. So wait, things will be answered slowly. Immediately some students comment, I think by this time itself some students might have commented, check it out. They did not even watch this full video, already commented, sir, I'm a unit 10 student, will FM applicable to me? Sir, I'm group 1 qualified, what are the subjects I should write? Sir, self-paced module should I write before May or after May? Like so many questions they'll ask. Why are you worried? In fact, this is not a live video. I'm recording it. Now I will upload. But I can sense the student mentality. Okay. So I think I have answered almost many aspects. Okay. Almost it came more than 40 minutes. I think I need to stop the video. So I will come with much more videos. If at all you're looking for any coaching classes, especially CA Inter and CA Panel. CA Panel, we only deal with audit. CA Inter, we have Shrestha website. Shrestha for CACM website is there. You open that. We have a proper courses. We don't offer fast track, we don't offer crash, but believe me, if you watch our courses, I guarantee you will have higher success rate. That I can guarantee. The way you learn, the way you look at the subject, the dimension completely changes. Okay. So we have an application in Play Store also, Shrestha for CACMA, that's an application. So there you can enroll the courses. Books and all you can purchase. Classes also you can purchase. We have Windows model. You can purchase on our website. Anyhow, at the end of this video or in the cards section, I will attach about the course, about various courses offered by us, all that. I hope I have conveyed you many things. If at all any of you have skipped any bit of this video, any part of this video, please watch from the beginning once again, and believe me, this will change your way of learning. Follow right process always, please. Result will follow, and believe me, doing things rightly doesn't take time. People think that right process means takes long time. No. It will take right amount of time, which will give you right result, which will build a quality life for you. All the very best. Do well. And I hope you have learned something out of this video. Even I also became a little emotional when I'm doing this video. Okay. Thank you. All the very best.